my dear student. I'm happy to see your beautiful face today. Welcome to our next lesson. Let's get started. Lesson number 24. Do you remember these opposite adjectives? Let's revise them together. Good, bad, expensive, cheap, big, small, heavy, light, beautiful, ugly, old, new. These are very common opposite adjectives, so I recommend you to remember them. Now let's make comparative and superlative forms of these adjectives. Write them down. To make comparative form, we use ending er, sometimes ier. And for making superlative form, we use ending est, sometimes iest. And with bigger words, 2, 3, and more syllables, we use words more and the most. For example, important, more important, the most important. Now make a pause and do this exercise in writing. If you are not sure how to do it, go back to the previous lesson and learn this material. You can start right now. Check your answers. Ugly, uglier, the ugliest. The word ugly is two-syllable and it ends with y. In this case, we put ending EIR and EIST. Ugly, uglier, the ugliest. Cheap is one-syllable word, so we just add ER. Cheaper, the cheapest. Light, lighter, the lightest. Small, smaller, the smallest. New, newer, the newest. The word expensive is three-syllable, so we use words more and the most to make comparative and superlative forms. Expensive, more expensive, the most expensive. The same happens with beautiful. Beautiful, more beautiful, the most beautiful. Dirty, two syllables, ends with y. Dirtier, the dirtiest. Great job! Do you remember irregular adjectives? Good, better, the best. Bad, worse, the worst. Much, more, the most. Little, less, the least. Far, farther, the farthest. Old, older, the oldest. Old, elder, the eldest. The word far has one more form. Further, the furthest. Now let's practice. Make a pause and try to remember how to write these words. Write down the words, then check your answers. Correct answers. Good, better, the best. Bad, worse, the worst. Much, more, the most. Little, less, the least. Far, farther, the farthest. Further, the furthest. Old, older, the oldest. Elder, the eldest. Fantastic! Let's speak about some other opposite adjectives. They are very common as well. So let's learn these words. I read each word twice. You repeat after me, write down the words, and try to remember them. Are you ready? Clean, clean. Dirty, dirty. Difficult, difficult. Easy, easy. Fast, fast. Slow, slow. Different, different. Similar, similar. I hope I could choose the right pictures, but if you are not sure about the meaning of all these words, just check them in an Oxford dictionary. Now let's answer the questions. Answer about yourself. Is your room usually clean or dirty? Do you like solving difficult tasks? Is this lesson easy or difficult? Do you like slow driving or fast driving? Do you look similar to your mom? Do you look different from your dad? I hope this exercise could help you to remember new vocabulary better. Have a look at some possible answers. Let's get to the next slide. Look at the pictures and fill in the gaps to make some sentences. Today he... What verb is missing? Right, he is at home. If we speak about yesterday, what verb will you use here? Yesterday he... Correct, he was at home. Take a look at this. We use the verb to be to speak about places. I am at home. He is at home. We are at home. And this is present tense, today. But when we speak about past, yesterday, we use the same verb to be, but it changes to was. And we come to our next topic, was and where. Was and where is the verb to be in past tense, in past simple. So we use it to speak about states, places, and someone's nature in the past. The functions of was where are the same as functions of am is are, but in the past tense. Remember, please, for I, he, she, and it, we use was. For you, we, and they, we use were. For example, I was at home yesterday. They were at work last week. This was affirmative form. Negative form. I was not at home yesterday. They were not at work last week. Everything we do here is put participle not after the verb to be. You can also use short forms. Was not becomes wasn't. Were not becomes weren't. It is actually preferable to use these forms. So when you will do your exercises, try to use short forms as much as possible. And interrogative form or question form, guess what? We put was and were in the beginning of the sentence, as we usually do with the verb to be. If I want to ask about his presence at home yesterday, I will say, was he at home yesterday? Were you at work last week? And short answers. Yes, I was. Yes, he was. Yes, she was. Yes, it was. No, I wasn't. The same for he, sheet. Yes, they were. Yes, you were. Yes, we were. No, you were not. You weren't. They weren't. And so on. Copy all these slides into your notebook and remember all these rules, please. And of course, we are going to have some practice. Look and say like an example. Today, I am excited. Yesterday, I was bored. Everything you need to do is to put the correct form of the verb to be. Am is are or was were. If we speak about present, today, now, at the moment, usually, sometimes, we use am is are. If we speak about past, yesterday, last week, 3 years ago, and so on, we use was or were. Let's get started. Correct answers. Today, she is angry. Yesterday, she was scared. Correct answers. Today, he is confused. Yesterday, he was surprised. Correct answers. Today, they are hungry. Yesterday, they were relaxed. Correct answers. Today, we are tired. Yesterday, we were exhausted. What about you? How do you feel today? How did you feel yesterday? Make sentences about yourself using am or was. Thank you so much for your hard work. Let's do some more. Fill in was or were. I would like to remind you, we use was for he, she, it, and I. We use were only for you, we, and they. Go ahead. Check your answers. She was at home yesterday. They were at work last Monday. I was in the park. We were outside. You were in the cinema that day. Jim was in bed when I called him. Dan and Sandy were at the party last night. My sister was in the room when I came. Amazing. Let's make some negative and interrogative forms of the sentences. For example, she was happy yesterday. Negative form, she was not happy yesterday, or she wasn't happy yesterday. Interrogative form, was she happy yesterday? Pause this video and do the exercise in writing. Then check your answers. Correct answers. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 are missed here, but we use the same principles to make negative and question form. So the correct answers will be: the children were not outside, and question form, where are the children outside? Tom was in the house. Was Tom in the house? Tom wasn't in the house. Was I on holiday last month? I wasn't on holiday last month. I hope you did a great job. Now tell me, please, when should we use was and were? Were you happy yesterday? Were you sad yesterday? Were you tired yesterday? Were you angry or excited? Where were you yesterday at 5 o'clock? I was in the park. What about you? What are the opposite adjectives for these words? Do you remember? Clean, difficult, fast, different. If you don't, watch this lesson again. Nice work. You did it. Thank you for your hard work. You can be proud of yourself. That's it for today. See you in our next lesson. Do your home task and take care. Bye.